Today I want to speak on one of the most criminally underclaimed conditions in all of VA ratings, and I'm talking about military sexual trauma. And there's a big stigma behind this as to, a lot of the victims feel like they're undeserving, maybe low self-esteem. But I just want this to really give you some information and shine a light onto what the real MST claims are. If you're thinking, do I have MST? Does my event qualify? You're going to know by the end of this video. You're also going to know exactly what you're entitled to. And really, the process of filing might shock you. Let's just talk about it right now. First, let's define what military sexual trauma is, because so many people get this wrong. This is really an all-encompassing term, more than just the sexual assault, the kind of graphic nature of what you're thinking of. This could be hazing, the commenting on your body in a sexual nature that you found traumatizing. It could be pressuring you to have sex. It could be so many different things. Being coerced to have sex whenever you're intoxicated. Put it this way. If you're wondering to yourself, maybe you've been harboring this for years, you know what, this event, did it categorize, does this qualify as military sexual trauma? I can tell you from my experience helping out thousands of veterans, the answer is probably yes. If you were in the military, if it was sexual in nature and it was traumatizing, military sexual trauma, then absolutely, it probably qualifies as MST. Now, what do you do about it? So the process is surprisingly streamlined. It is surprisingly simple in that, again, much like combat-related PTSD, where you're doing combat missions and a lot of stuff is classified, so the VA already expects that you can't talk about some of this stuff. Military sexual trauma is treated really the same way. They know that you probably fear repercussion due to, maybe they're still in leadership today, or maybe you're still in the military. They could be your direct manager. They don't require names. They don't require the exact events even if you're uncomfortable with disclosing this. Of course, as much information as you're comfortable with disclosing, absolutely be my guest, but essentially you don't have a burden of proof for the events happening. You don't have to have ironclad evidence for showing that this happened. You don't have to have photos. You don't have to have a police report. You are not testifying in court that this happened. And thank goodness, because so many of these events, you would never be able to get that evidence. And the VA knows that. So go ahead and file your MST claim, because they are getting approved at such a high rate due to that lack of burden of proof. So if you have MST, then you absolutely need to file. And here's how you go about doing this. First, like I say in so many videos, open up your intent to file. Do that today. Do that right now. That needs to happen. It'll get you some momentum going, and it'll lock in your time period for a whole year to where you can file at any point within that year window. Second, find some support from your friends group, from your counselor, what have you. But prepare yourself to speak a little bit about what happened. Again, you don't have to say names, and you're not trying to prove what happened. You're not putting anybody in jail or anything. You're not doing this to get anyone in trouble. This is for you. This is for your household in order to set things straight. And then lastly, you're going to go through the VA disability claims process. You're going to go through a mental compensation and pension exam. And you're going to fill out lay evidence. So you're going to fill out form 4138. That's your statement in support of a claim. Again, telling your true story, but more importantly, about how this affects you at work and how this is negatively impact your relationships. Conveying those two things are how you are rated for this MST, so it is tremendously important. Finally, you will also turn in form 0781 if this was, just verbal in nature, or if you were physically assaulted. 0781 alpha will be the form that you fill out. It's sort of the what, when, where, how, almost like a police report style form that you fill out and turn in. That's about it. Again, the VA is looking not so much to prove that this event happened, but they're looking into how this takes place or how this affects you at work and in your relationships. Make sure you have a diagnosis for either PTSD or military sexual trauma from your psychiatrist and that it's current. So if you haven't been getting treated, make sure you get treated. Y'all, this is super important, not only because the average mental rating is a 70%, compensation rate, which is clearly, life-changing to you and your household, but this is literally what VA claims are for. So setting this straight, and if you've been harboring this for years, now is the time to set the record straight and get this done. I hope this helped you and helped educate you and dispel some myths and maybe some nervousness there. Share this with someone who needs it. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.